Welcome. This is a 60-minute all levels Vinyasa flow class. And if you have two blocks or two thick books, that will be helpful for our focus on hamstring opening tonight. We'll begin in a comfortable seat, making your way to the mat, either crossing the legs for Sukhasana, or if half lotus is in your practice, bringing one heel to the opposite hip crease. And as you settle into your seat, tap into that dual motion of rooting down through the sits bones as you lengthen up through the spine. When you're ready, shut down the eyes. And then imagine a string pulling the very top of your head tall as you roll your shoulders down and back. Begin to draw the attention to the breath. Close the mouth and start to connect to your pace of breath tonight. Maybe it's the first time you've tuned into your breath today. With each inhale and exhale, beginning to draw the breath a little deeper into the lungs as you start to awaken the diaphragm and all the muscles in the abdomen. In my classes this week, I'm focusing on hamstring opening toward prep and practice for splits. And we can explore splits on the back, from a seated pose, and in various standing poses. And splits also help to develop strength and openness for arm balances. So that's where we're headed tonight. We'll give quite a few options, and the blocks will be helpful there if you have them. When you're ready, begin to engage Ujjayi Pranayama, yogic victory breath control. And if you're just joining, we're starting in a seat, just beginning to tap into our breath. If you're newer to Ujjayi, lightly constrict the back of the throat. Begin to cultivate an audible vibration, that oceanic ha and sa sound. Throughout our practice tonight, I encourage you to check in with your Ujjayi frequently, using your control over your breath to notice how far you should move into physical poses. A couple more rounds of your deepest breaths today. And then open the eyes up as we prepare to move. With an inhale, sweep the arms out and up, touch the palms. Exhale, lower arms to the side with control. Inhale, lift and reach. Maybe gaze turns up toward the thumbs. Exhale, lower the arms. Once more, inhale, lift and reach. And with the exhale, walk the hands forward for our first forward fold. Tense up on the fingertips, pull the chin to the chest, and then walk the hands a little further forward and together to begin to open through the backs of the shoulders. Take one more inhale here. With the exhale, walk both hands to the right, keep the gaze low, and then drop your left armpit toward the mat. Finding a side stretch here, breathing from left fingers to left hip crease. With your next inhale, walk both hands through center. Exhale, walk the hands to the left, and then pull the right armpit toward the mat, breathing from right fingers to right hip. With an inhale, walk through center. Exhale, come back to sit tall, uncross the legs, and make your way into tabletop pose. Coming to hands and knees, and stack shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. Spread your fingers wide And then take a look at your hands. Check that your first finger is pointing straight forward. Tuck the toes. And with an inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest. Marjayasana. Exhale, tuck and round. Vinyasa. Continue moving through a few rounds of cow-cats on your breath. Taking the whole inhale to arch through the spine. And the whole exhale to strongly tuck and round. And then we'll find some stillness, coming back to neutral tabletop. If you're just joining, take some cow-cats. Meet us in tabletop or down dog when you're ready. Toes are tucked. Inhale, press the floor away. Exhale, hips up and back, downward facing dog. So you can keep a bend in the knees here if you like, as we start to open through the hamstrings. Either way, straightening through the arms, and let the heels descend any amount toward the mat. Relax the back of the neck, and soften the face. Adho Mukha Svanasana. With an inhale, roll forward to plank. And you can lower the knees here as you like, building strength either way. Reach the top of the head forward and knit the lower ribs in around the torso. Phalakasana. Arms are straight and active. One more inhale. Exhale, hips back, downward facing dog. On the breath now. Inhale, forward to plank pose. Exhale, lower knees, chest, chin. We'll hold here, draw the elbows to the ribs, press the toes to the mat. And if the chin comes to the mat, shift the gaze forward. Ashtanga Namaskar. With your next inhale, slide forward, straighten the legs, and hover palms under shoulders. Lift the kneecaps any amount off the mat as you press the toes down. Draw the elbows to the rib cage. One more deep inhale, lift the chest up. Exhale, press through knees or plank to downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. We'll start to awaken the hamstrings a bit more here with three-legged dog. With an inhale, right leg up and back, and then hold here so hips are squared. Send that left heel to the mat as you reach the right heel high. If the right shoulder or hip are lifting up and out, square them off, dropping them to the mat. Good. One more inhale. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg up and back. Once more, press the right heel to the mat as you send the left heel high. Back of the neck is long, gaze toward the back of the mat. Ekapada Adho Mukha Svanasana. One more inhale, left heel high. Exhale, down dog. Throughout our practice tonight, feel welcome to find down dog, child's pose, or any other resting shape as you need. Next inhale, gaze between the thumbs, come up on the tiptoes. Begin to tiptoe as many steps as you can toward the hands. Lift through the hips and press the floor away. We'll meet at the top of the mat in Uttanasana, forward fold. Catch the opposite elbows. When you find your forward fold, begin to rock left and right. Let the head and neck hang heavy and draw the weight toward the toes. Breathing into the backs of the legs through the hamstrings. Eventually finding some stillness here, holding through center. And with your next exhale, let the arms hang heavy Take a deep bend in the knees and spread the toes wide. With an inhale, begin to roll up, but press through the feet strongly. We'll meet standing tall at the top of the mat, Tadasana, mountain pose. Reach the fingers down. Press through all four corners of both feet. We'll warm up the whole body here with classical Surya Namaskar, sun salutes on the breath. With an inhale, palms to heart center, Anjali Mudra. Exhale, shoulders back. Inhale, arms straight forward and up. Exhale, fold forward. Right foot steps back. Inhale, lower right knee. Exhale, step back, down dog. Inhale, roll forward to plank. Lower knees as you need. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, slide forward for cobra. Hover the palms. Exhale, press back. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Left foot steps forward. Deep inhale. Exhale, step up quietly and fold. Inhale to rise, arms forward and up. Exhale, heart center. Inhale to rise. Exhale, fold. Left foot steps back. Inhale, lower left knee. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forward to plank. Exhale, lower knees, chest, chin, elbows to ribs. Inhale, slide forward, cobra pose. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Right foot steps forward. Inhale. Exhale, step up quietly and fold. Inhale to rise, reach through the fingers. Exhale, heart center. Inhale, rise. Exhale, fold. Right foot back. Inhale. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, forward to plank. Press the heels back. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Ashtanga Namaskar. Inhale for cobra. Bhujangasana. Exhale, back. Downward facing dog. Left foot steps forward. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Uttanasana. Inhale, rise. Exhale, heart center. Last side. Inhale, rise. Exhale, fold. Left foot back. Inhale. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, forward. Phalakasana. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, forward. Bhujangasana. Exhale, back. Downward facing dog. Right foot forward. Inhale. Exhale, step up and fold. Inhale to rise, slight back bend. Exhale, heart center, and release the arms. Come back to your strong mountain pose, feeling that whole body engagement. And then soften the gaze straight ahead. Come back to your Ujjayi breath. Adding on here, with an inhale, arms out and up, palms touch. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, half lift, fingers to shins. Exhale, step back, downward facing dog. Meeting up in Adho Mukha Svanasana. Walk your feet back so you have the same distance you'll need between hands and feet for plank pose, even if your heels lift a bit higher. With an inhale, right leg up and back. Exhale, knee to nose, plank crunch. Inhale, right leg up and back. This time, knee to nose, send the right leg to the left for fallen star. Plant the outside of the right foot as you reach the left arm high. Right arm is straight and strong. Option to try lifting that right leg up, reaching the right foot forward. Next inhale, plant the left palm, step the foot through. Exhale, lower the left knee for low lunge. Inhale, both arms high, back toes are tucked. Exhale, straighten the front leg, fold forward. On the breath, inhale, bend the front knee, reach the arms high. Exhale, straighten and fold. Once more, inhale, low lunge. Exhale, straighten and fold, and we'll hold here. Option to bring blocks under the hands to lift the floor, and then check that your back hip is right over the knee. Flex your right toes. Ardha Hanumanasana. For added challenge, you can try reaching the arms back like wings, palms toward the body as you reach the top of the head forward. Keep rolling your shoulders down and back. Good. With your next inhale, low lunge, reach the arms high. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to down dog. Inhale, roll forward to plank. Exhale, lower elbows to ribs to the belly. Untuck the toes. Inhale for cobra. Press through the palms. Exhale, press back. Downward facing dog. And we'll take that all on the second side. With an inhale, left leg up and back. Exhale, knee to nose, crunch. Inhale, left leg back. Exhale, knee to nose, send the left leg to the right for fallen star. Reach the right arm high and keep the left foot on the ground or explore lifting that foot any amount. Left arm is straight and strong here. Next inhale, plant the right palm, step your left foot through for low lunge. Lower the right knee. And with an inhale, lift the arms up, back toes tucked. Exhale here. One more inhale, reach through the fingers. Exhale, straighten the front leg, fold forward. Inhale, rise up, low lunge. Exhale, straighten and fold. Once more, inhale to rise. Exhale, fold forward and hold here. Blocks under the hands if you like. And then reach the top of the head forward, using the exhales to deepen your fold. You can keep hands on blocks or the mat, or reach both arms back like wings, palms toward the body. Either way, really roll the shoulders down and back, feeling the chest open up. Good, Lord of the monkey pose. With your next inhale, back to low lunge, just a breath. Exhale, plant both palms, step back, downward facing dog. We're moving to forearm plank from here. You're welcome to find a resting pose instead. For forearm plank, roll forward to plank, and then keeping hips level, lower to the forearms, elbows under shoulders. So arms are parallel here like the number 11, fingers spread wide, the buttocks lifted above the head, drop it down, and breathe. Reach the top of the head and chest forward as you push the heels back. We're moving to dolphin from here, keeping arms exactly where they are. Begin to lift the hips and walk the toes any amount toward the elbows. If the elbows splayed out, draw them in, and then turn your gaze toward the feet. Top of the head is off the mat here. Shishulasana. Really lift up between the shoulder blades and press through palms and forearms. If you're in dolphin, one more inhale. And then we'll all make our way to child's pose, knees to the wide edge of the mat, big toes touch, and send the hips back to the heels. Walk the arms forward and let the forehead come to a block of the mat. Balasana. Come back to your breath and just notice what you feel like here. From child's pose, inhale to hands and knees, tuck the toes, exhale back, downward facing dog. From down dog, inhale right leg up and back, exhale knee to nose, step it through for warrior one. Plant the back heel, and with an inhale rise up, reaching arms high. Exhale, deep bend in the right knee and pull your left hip forward. Option to bring palms together, shifting gaze up between the thumbs. If the arms are alongside the ears, pull them back in space so you can still see out of your peripheral vision. Striving to get the arms right alongside or behind the ears here. One more inhale, reach the fingers high. Exhale, straighten the front leg, reach both arms forward and fold for pyramid. A great place for blocks, if this feels intense on that right hamstring, to lift the floor up. Either way, inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, fold over the right leg and breathe. Just like in our half splits, you can keep the hands on blocks of the mat, or you can try reaching arms straight back like wings, challenging balance as you pull your shoulders down the back. Shift the gaze toward your back foot. Parvottanasana. Good. So we're moving towards standing splits. Blocks at the front of the mat if you have them. Replant the hands. With an inhale, bend the front knee, shift the weight to the right foot. Exhale, send the left leg high, fold over your right leg. Hands can be on blocks here or the mat. It's okay if that left hip opens out a bit, striving to keep the hips pretty square. If you feel very stable in your standing splits, you can bring right hand behind the right heel, drawing your nose closer to the right shin. A couple more breaths here. Good. One more inhale, lift that left heel up. Exhale, left foot to the back of the mat, runner's lunge. A few rocks forward and back. And then find some stillness in your runner's lunge. With an inhale, step back for downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. You can hold here or move through a flow on your breath. Choose what you need. We'll all meet back in down dog when you're ready. With an inhale, left leg up and back. Exhale, knee to nose, step through, warrior one. With an inhale, rise up, press through the feet. Exhale, deep bend in the left knee, pull your right hip forward. Virabhadrasana one. The more you press on that front big toe, the more stable you'll feel here. Maybe bringing palms together, turning gaze up. With your next inhale, straighten the front leg, reach the arms high. Exhale, reach the arms forward and fold. Pyramid. Find your blocks if you like here under the palms. Keep that back heel planted. Inhale, half lift, chest forward. Exhale, fold, belly over the front thigh. And then settle in. Relax through the back of the neck. You can stay here, hands on blocks or the mat, or you can try reaching the arms back, squeezing shoulder blades together and down for a little more challenge. Parvottanasana. We're moving toward our standing splits. Replant the hands if you lifted them. With an inhale, gaze forward, bend the front knee. Exhale, send the right leg high, standing on your left leg. And then lift that right heel a little higher, drawing top of the head toward the mat. Keep your hands planted, or option to bring left hand behind the left heel for a deeper fold. Make sure you're not holding the breath. One more inhale, lift the right heel up. Exhale, step back, runner's lunge. Take a few rocking movements forward and back. And then find your stillness. With your next inhale, step back to downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, right leg up and back. Exhale, step it through for low lunge. We're moving to half splits with option for full splits here with the blocks. Take an inhale, chest up. Exhale, straighten the front leg, fold forward. And you can stay right here, hands on blocks or the mat. To move toward full splits, Hanumanasana, bring your blocks about the middle point of your mat, the outer edges of the mat. Begin to lift your gaze and chest up, slide your right heel forward, and extend your left leg straight back. You'll want to untuck your left toes here, pressing top of the foot to the mat. And then you can adjust the height of your blocks, keeping hips squared, and then flex your right toes, just like for pigeon pose, lifting up through the spine as you let the hips drop. A few breaths to explore your edge and half or full splits. Last couple breaths, maybe slide that right heel a little further forward. Slide the left foot back. Find your deepest expression. If you move toward full splits, we'll come out gently. Begin to bend your front knee. Slide your back leg in. And then plant both hands, frame your right foot. Pop up on the back toes. With an inhale, step back to down dog. Exhale here. Option for a flow between sides or hold a resting shape. Whatever you choose, we'll meet back in down dog on your breath. Adho Mukha Svanasana. And we're finding our split option second side here. With an inhale, left leg up and back. Exhale, step it through, low lunge. Lower your right knee. Inhale, chest forward. Exhale, straighten the front leg and fold. And either stay right here or bring your blocks toward the middle outer edge of your mat to move toward full splits. Slide that left heel forward. Extend your right leg back. Untuck your back toes. And then once more, walk your hands and blocks back outside your hips so you can lift up through the torso to let the hips drop toward the mat. Check if those back toes turned in or out. See if you can point them straight back and then flex your left toes a lot. Good. Hanumanasana variations. Keep lifting the chest up, squeezing shoulders down and back. And if you move toward full splits, we'll come out gently. Begin to bend your left knee, walk the heel in, and then walk your right knee in. Plant both hands, frame your left foot. Pop up on your back toes. And with an inhale, step back to downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Option for a flow here, or find a resting shape. Meeting back, Adho Mukha Svanasana. From down dog, one more inhale. Exhale, lower to the knees, send the hips to the heels for child's pose. Legs together, and reach the arms back alongside the body, giving a little rest and release to the hamstrings, to the lower back. You can walk your forehead slightly further forward from the knees, finding some length through the back of the neck. You're welcome to stay longer if you like. When you're ready, bring the palms forward. Press up through tabletop. And we're coming back to forearm plank here. Extend the legs straight back, pop up on the toes, and then lower down to both forearms, elbows right under shoulders, forearms are parallel. Just like plank, long line from back of the head to the heels. You can also lower the knees here in forearm plank. We're moving towards side plank prep. From your forearm plank, lift your right palm, bring your right palm towards your left elbow, roll to the right side, planting through the right forearm. Left hand to left hip, and stack your left foot on top of your right. You can stay here, or you can reach the left arm up and overhead, turning gaze to the front of the mat. Santolasana, forearm plank prep. Good. One more inhale. Exhale, back to forearm plank, moving right to second side. Bring the left palm toward the right elbow, roll to the left side, plant your left arm. Right hand to hip, stacking feet. Stay right here, or reach the right arm up and over the head, gaze toward the top of the mat. Santalasana. Feeling some heat, one more inhale. Exhale, forearm plank, and lower to the belly. Good effort. Moving towards Sphinx pose, untuck your toes, legs are together. Keep your forearms right where they are. Elbows under shoulders, plant through the palms. With an inhale, chest up, shoulders back. Exhale, gaze straight forward. And you can stay here, Nada Virasana, with arms bent, or option to deepen the back bend, straightening through the arms, keeping hips toward the mat as you lengthen the whole spine up and back. Maybe head turns back any amount. One more inhale in your variation. Exhale, lower. Bring the forehead to the palms, bend the knees, and crisscross the ankles back and forth. Feel some release after effort. Re-extend the legs long, palms under shoulders. And with an inhale, press up to the knees, sit back on the heels, and then slide the legs to one side, coming to a seat on the mat. Extend both legs forward. If you like to use a blanket, you can slide it under the sits bones here. And then pull your shoulders down and back. With an inhale, both arms up, engage the belly. Exhale, fold forward, long spine. Let the hands come to the mat, the feet, or the big toes. With an inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Drawing top of the head toward the toes for Paschimottanasana. Just like in mountain pose, all the leg muscles are engaged here, but relax the tops of shoulders away from ears. The hamstrings are feeling very open. You can always slide a block behind the feet, catching onto the block for a deeper stretch. With your next inhale, reach the arms forward and up, sit tall. Exhale, release. Give an option here for a seated balance, a couple of variations. To begin, bend the knees, bringing the feet toward the body so that you can catch both big toes with the first two fingers and the thumb. And then just like we're moving toward boat pose, Navasana, lift the chest up, roll the weight back to the tailbone. Maybe feet start to hover off the mat. You can stay right here if this feels intense enough. To go further, straighten one or both legs forward and up, drawing legs together. So we're in an upright forward fold here. Find your balance point wherever you're at, keeping gaze straight ahead. Resist the urge to tilt the neck back. You can stay here to play with rolling back and forward, holding your balance. We'll do it on the breath. With an inhale, rolling back, legs straight over the head. Exhale, strong abdominal contraction, sit back up, hold on your tailbone. Few rounds of breath to play. Each inhale rolls you back. Keep the legs active. Exhale, contract the belly and hold. Padangusthasana variation, hand to big toe pose variations. A couple more rounds if you like. No rush when you've had enough. We're drawing soles of the feet together for Baddha Konasana. Eventually coming back to your seat and drawing the heels as close to the body as you can. Giving a nice release here to the hamstring stretch, thumbs to the soles of the feet. And take an inhale, chest forward of the shoulders. Exhale, fold forward. Let the inner thighs open out. If the elbows make contact with the legs, press into the inner thighs as you pull the head and chest forward. When you have as much length in the back as you can, let the head and neck relax and breathe. Bound angle pose. Inhale, half lift, long spine. Exhale, fold once more. Find your deepest stretch today. Pull the shoulders away from the ears. With your next inhale, sit all the way up. Draw the knees together. And then make your way to the back. Sliding the props aside. And coming to rest all the way on the back body. When you find yourself on the back, extend the arms alongside the body, palms down, and then push the soles of the feet toward the ceiling for Supta Dandasana. Not quite an inversion, heart not quite above head, but good prep for inversion here. Because we've opened our hamstrings quite a lot, maybe feeling a bit more stability here. If feet pulled toward the face, push them back, stacking ankles right over hips. Notice how that deepens the core engagement. Option to bend the elbows, prana mudra, fingers pointing back, elbows at shoulder height. If you notice the lower back arches off the mat, engage the abdominal muscles, starting to flatten through the back here. Pressing balls and heels of the feet up, squeezing inner thighs together. Reclined staff pose. If you get fatigued, you're welcome to bend the knees or lower the feet at any time. We'll hold about 5 more Ujjayi breaths. One more inhale, wherever you're at. Exhale, draw knees to the chest. Keep head and shoulders on the mat. And begin to rock left and right. Taking any movements that feel good on the lower back, the shoulders. And then challenge your pranayama, adding 1, 2, or 3 extra beats to each inhale and exhale. Really engaging the diaphragm to calm the nervous system, calm the mind. The next time you come through center, hold here. One more inhale. Exhale, forehead to knees. Lift the shoulders up for Apanasana. Point the toes, legs are together here. Maybe forehead comes to touch the knees, maybe not. Strongly pull the belly in and up and roll the shoulders back. One more inhale. Exhale, release the shoulders, send the feet toward the sky for happy baby. Ananda Balasana. You can keep the knees bent here, drawing knees to armpits. Or if the hamstrings are feeling nice and open, straightening through both legs as you catch the big toes. Continue to lengthen the breath. And take notice of how you feel after your practice of asana and pranayama. I'll leave space here if there's another asana posture that's calling to you or any other movements. About 10 or so rounds of full breath. If you're ready to move to Shavasana, final rest, you're welcome to simply lie on the back. No rush. Whatever you choose, keep tuning into your breath, using your ujjayi to cool down from the inside out. And I know there are a couple of people who need to leave before Shavasana, so just make sure you take time to rest, stretch out, hydrate if you have to leave before our final rest. Otherwise, the next few rounds of breath, begin to make your way toward the back body. If you're taking traditional Shavasana, extend the legs long. Let the feet splay out to the sides. Or option to bring soles of the feet together and slide your blocks outside the thighs for Supta Baddha Konasana. When you find your whole back body on the mat, let the arms extend alongside the body, palms up, and tuck the shoulder blades together. Shut down the eyes if they're not already. Let the eyes relax into the sockets. And we'll take 3 rounds of cooling breath, inhaling through the nose and exhaling, opening the mouth, sighing it out. Preparing to inhale here. Twice more on your breath. Good. At the bottom of your next exhale, let your ujjayi breath control go. Keeping the mouth closed down, let the breath grow soft and shallow. We'll take a body scan, relaxing and releasing all 7 chakras in the energetic body. I'll describe a part of the body. When I say that part, repeat it to yourself in your mind and let it relax. We'll begin. Crown of the head. Between the eyebrows. Back of the throat. Heart center. Bottom of the rib cage. Behind the navel. The pelvic floor. Contract all 10 fingers and all 10 toes. And let the whole body release and relax. Nowhere else to be, no more effort to make. Simply holding this shape of integration for your practice. Let my voice and cues become distant as you come to rest easy. Shavasana, corpse pose. Keeping the eyes shut down, take a deep inhale through the nose, and then open the mouth and sigh it out. Enjoy the sensation of coming back to the body through the breath. Maybe feeling more energized or grounded, more open or calm. Wiggling fingers and toes, gently rolling the neck back and forth. When you feel ready for movement, reach the arms overhead, interlace the fingers, and find a deep full body stretch, feeling length from fingers to toes. In your own time, drawing both knees to the chest, roll to the right side, and take the fetal position for a few deep breaths here. When you're ready to bring head above heart, press your way to a seat. And come back to sitting tall as we began our practice. Crossing the legs, or finding half lotus, Ardha Padmasana, the opposite way. And then roll the shoulders back, shoulders over hips. Take a deep inhale, bring palms to heart center. Press thumbs to heart, heart to thumbs. The light within me honors and respects the light within each of you. Thank you. Mil gracias.